Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be how to look and feel 10 years younger. Would you like to have more energy than you've got? Would you like your skin to be softer? Would you like your eyesight to improve? Would you like to eliminate allergies and the common cold? And basically about every other symptom that human beings suffer from? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about some basic principles, and I talk about it on a regular basis, which is Dr. Robert O. Young's work. He wrote the book called The pH Miracle, and basically for the better part of the last decade, I've been personally implementing these principles in my own life and teaching my clients, also my friends and family, how to eat and live this way. And I personally have gone from being constipated and only having a bowel movement 2 to 3 times a week, which if you've ever experienced this, you know how unpleasant and not good it feels to not be able to go to the bathroom on a regular basis. I had bad allergies, hay fever, I got the flu, I got colds all year long. Like during the winter time, I would usually get the flu 2 to 3 times over the course of a couple of months. Well, now I've gone years without having any of these symptoms or colds or any of this stuff because of what I've learned from Dr. Young and implemented in my own life. And looking at the reason I talk about this stuff on a regular basis is, number one, human beings only tend to retain about 10% of what they read and what they hear the first time they read and hear it. And I recognize this because I talk to my own clients who've read all my articles, and they've read them multiple times, and I talk to them. And still just a lot of things, a lot of little bits and pieces of the information here and there that they just didn't pick up on. And so learning to have more energy in your life, like based upon Dr. Young's work, what he has realized and discovered is that basically our bodies are acid by function and alkaline by design. Well, what does that mean? Well, the cells in your body and your organs, just in living and natural metabolism, is going to produce acidic metabolic waste that it secretes into the body. And when you look at the average human's diet, I mean really anywhere in the world, it tends to be completely inverted. Most human beings tend to consume 90 to 95% of what they eat is acid-forming foods, sodas, red meat, pork, fried foods, sugars, high fructose corn syrup. I mean, all kinds of things like that are incredibly horrible, and they basically slowly kill you as you eat those foods. Now, the alkaline foods are going to be your green leafy vegetables: celery, cucumber, spinach, collard greens, parsley, wheatgrass, carrots, basically your green vegetables. And 80% of what you put into your body should be alkaline foods and alkaline fluids. You may have also heard me talk about alkaline and ionized water and how beneficial this is to your body. And I'll put a link on the page so you can see what an ionizer is and go and do your own research and read up on it. Obviously, anytime you're going to make any dietary changes or exercise changes, you got to consult with your doctors and your physicians. And what I've learned over the years, I mean, I've been implementing this stuff in my life for the better part of a decade. And what you really got to do is you got to take baby steps, because you can read Dr. Young's book and you read it, you're like, Jesus Christ, I can't eat anything that I'm used to. And it's not that you don't want to ever not eat like a steak again, or fried foods, or candy, or have a beer or a glass of wine or whatever. But the key is that you want to try to be healthy at least 80% of the time, and then 20% of the time you can eat and do whatever the hell you want. And so if you look at a 30-day month, that's basically, we're talking 26, 27 days of the month where you're pretty healthy. And then you got about 5 or 6 days where you can just, completely fall off the wagon and eat whatever crap you want, sit at home on a Sunday and eat junk food and watch TV all day. But the idea is that you want to be healthy and put more alkaline foods in your body. And what I encourage people to do, like if you're first starting out on this, is just start cutting back on some things that you normally eat that are acidic for you. Like, give you an example, like if you're used to eating breads and refined foods, anything that's processed or packaged, you eat a lot of red meat, a lot of pork, venison, stuff like that, that those are the type of things that you have like on your zag days, so to speak. So those 20% of the days of the month where you're just going to eat whatever the hell you want, have that big porterhouse steak and the hamburger or the french fries or the Cheesecake Factory dessert, whatever it is that you want to eat. But on a regular basis, you want to make sure, like what I would suggest that you do, and what I did in my own life, is that you just start cutting back on red meat, pork, hamburger, steaks, those kind of things, and eat proteins like fish, chicken, turkey, which are a lot easier on your body to digest. And you just do this for a few days. You eat, don't eat any fried foods. If you're going to have protein, have chicken, fish, or turkey. And instead of ordering rice or having a baked potato or mashed potatoes, have vegetables. And just do this for several days. And if you drink soft drinks all day long, Cokes, Pepsis, whether they're diet or not, that stuff's poison for your body. It dehydrates you and it shortens your life. Have those things in the weekend when you're going to eat a bunch of junk food. Because the more alkaline things you put in your body, if you eat more vegetables, just eating more vegetables during the week and changing the proteins, or I should say eating more chicken, fish, turkey as opposed to the red meats and pork, you'll feel that. After a few days, you'll wake up, you'll need less sleep, you'll feel a little bit more energetic, and you can feel it in your body. And that's what's wonderful about making healthy choices, is that the more you do it, the better you feel. And so the better you feel, the more encouraged you are to do more of what's making you feel better. It's really just common sense. And if you look at the things that I talk about, or that Dr. Young talks about in his book, all the different foods that are acid versus alkaline, it's just, you want to take a slow, methodical process to doing this. Because if you try to say, okay, I'm going to cut all this crap out of my diet, what happens is you end up looking around going, what the hell can I eat now? Especially if you're used to eating fast food or eating out all the time, and you get lots of carbs, lots of breads, lots of potatoes, those kinds of things in your diet. It's just start small. The idea is to eat less of the acidic foods and more of the alkaline foods. And when you do that, you're definitely going to start to feel better. And after you do it for several months, several weeks, you're going to notice, you're going to feel it. You'll start dropping weight. Even if you're not exercising more, just by changing the foods that you're putting into your body, you make it easier on your body to digest the foods that you're eating, like looking at chicken, pork, or chicken, fish, or turkey versus pork, red meat, hamburger, those kind of things. It's a lot your body has a lot easier time digesting chicken, fish, or turkey than it does hamburger meat. If you want to look at it from, our bodies are basically big batteries. And if you, like a piece of hamburger meat's got an electrical charge of 3 megahertz. An avocado has an electrical charge of 90 megahertz. And a cancer tumor is about 32, 33 megahertz. So you can imagine if you're eating a lot of cooked foods, pork, red meat, these kinds of things, they leave an acid ash in your body, and you got to buffer the acid with 80 parts alkalinity. And that all goes back to what you put in your mouth. And so if you can just make a few of these changes, obviously after consulting your doctor, you make a few of these dietary changes in your diet. If you're a chocoholic, like I've had lots of girlfriends of mine that are just chocolate nuts, and these women are in fantastic shape. But just eating less of it. Eat more healthier. Eat more healthy foods on a regular basis. You'll see it in your skin. You'll feel it. You'll feel better. You'll need less sleep. You'll be sharper at work. You'll get more done. You'll feel more productive. And when you eat better quality foods, you just feel better about yourself. Think about it. If you're eating raw, live, alkaline foods, as opposed to everything you eat being cooked, including your vegetables, it's like when you cook the vegetables, you pretty much cook all of the nutrients right out of the food. And so the more raw stuff that you can put in your body, the more you can drink. Like a simple thing that you can do is drink more water. As a matter of fact, if you're tired right now, there's a good chance it's because you're probably dehydrated. So if you weigh, say, 150 pounds, then you should be consuming every day at least 75 ounces of water. Basically, you want to consume half of whatever your weight is in ounces of water. And just that simple change alone will make a huge difference in how you feel. And so if you find these messages of value, You can show your appreciation by going to the Wibia toolbar, which is on the bottom of the screen if you're watching this video on my website, and click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information that you received in this video. At the very least, please share this page with all your friends and family by clicking any one of the social network sharing buttons at the bottom of the page, which is also on the Wibia toolbar. And if you got a question that you'd like to ask me, you can click the Contact Me tab, which is on the left-hand side of your screen, and send me 2 to 3 paragraphs detailing your situation, and give me several days to get back to you with a detailed response. If you'd like to book a paid phone coaching session with me personally, you can do so by clicking the Products tab, which is at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions for booking a paid phone coaching session with yours truly. And I will talk to you soon.